19th, 2016. And before we start getting into our cosmic wave and coronal update, I want to apologize for our video that we had about the moon earlier. Apparently, we had a gentleman in the comment section of this video crying like a little bitch baby, claiming that the photographs that were in our video belonged to him and they were digitally imprinted. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here are the photographs, and I'm going to show you right over here so Mr. Little Bitch Baby doesn't cry anymore. These photographs absolutely have no type of digital imprint in them. So we will just continue to let him cry about, I don't know, whatever he wants to cry about. Here's another one of his photographs. As you can clearly see, there is no type of digital imprint. These photographs were sent in by one of our team members, and until I hear from that team member, I took the video down. We replaced the photographs with photographs that were taken by me and a few subscribers, so we know we don't have anyone crying the blues about using their photographs. But anyways, let's get right into the cosmic wave information that we have coming in. Now, what you're seeing on your screen right now is the solar winds, and we just updated this. And what you're looking at right here, if you follow my cursor, the little yellow dot right there is the Earth. And we just kind of went through some solar wind. It kind of looks like this might have picked up one of those waves, and we're going to show you that footage again. However, there seems to be a much larger and stronger solar wind band that will be coming around within, I believe, maybe the next day or so. Now, they're calling for this event to last approximately several days, 3, 4, 5 days maybe. But we will keep up to date, and this is just showing you right now the large coronal hole. You can see it. It's the very dark area on the sun. And if you just follow my cursor, you will clearly see it. Now, we're going to go ahead into more information that we picked up. And this is actually mapping out these large coronal holes. Now, the big issue will be earthquakes. And this is pretty well documented since 2010 that whenever the sun and the earth face each other during these large coronal holes in the sun, it does create very catastrophic earthquakes. And we're going to go ahead and leave you some information that we've pulled up on spaceweather.com. So if you want to learn a little bit more about what is going on, I will leave a link to this in the description box under the video. But it clearly states Earth is about to enter a stream of fast-moving solar wind, G1 class. Geomagnetic storms are expected to begin on December 21st, with magnetic unrest continuing through December 25th. And then it states sky watchers around the Arctic Circle should be alert for northern lights. Now, we started checking into the seismograms around the world, and I will leave a link in the description box for this. And these are basically showing you vibrations that are picked up by these instruments, and they're literally placed everywhere all over the world where they have seismic activity. Now, this seismogram is in the Solomon Islands, and they have literally been getting rocked with earthquakes over the past several days. And whenever you're reading these seismograms or heliplots, if you take a look at my cursor, you'll see these small P waves. And these will lead directly into the S wave, and there is your earthquake. And they've been having a lot of aftershocks, and they've all been pretty much over a magnitude 5 in the high 4s. And believe me, you will definitely feel those earthquakes. Now, there is a lot of information that is not on the USGS on these seismograms, but we're also getting a lot of very crazy anomalies on these seismograms, meaning they just don't make sense. Now, China, there's nothing available on several of their seismograms, and this occurs quite frequently. But I'm going to pan all the way down here to the bottom, and we're going to get to the United States. And as you can clearly see, this is Arizona. There's a little something on the seismogram there. But however, these seismograms are very sensitive. They can pick up wind, machinery, heavy traffic, things of that nature. So it's very hard to judge these unless you are a professional seismologist. But when you're looking at things like this in Iowa, I mean, this is just completely unexplainable. So these may be affected by the cosmic energy, the solar energy that's hitting our Earth as we speak. Now, I do believe this will get worse as the time goes on. I want to take a look at some earthquake activity that's going on right now. And just let me refresh the screen on the 3D earthquake tracker here. And we're looking at the past 12 hours on our Earth. And as you can clearly see, there are earthquakes all over. And this will continue over the next several days. Now, there was just an earthquake in Chile, a magnitude 4.9. You can see it down there in the green. But what I want to show you is actually what has happened over the past 72 hours. So in the past 72 hours, we've had substantial earthquakes across the globe. You can clearly see it with your own eyes. This past week, it has just been complete mayhem on the Mother Earth. She's rocking and she's rolling. And at this particular time, it's definitely a good idea to have a plan if you live in an earthquake area or even a coastal area. And if there is an earthquake that could create a tsunami, please just have a preparedness plan. Definitely know what you're doing. And there are apps on your cell phones for earthquake trackers. And I would definitely stay tuned to the Nibiru channel. Set up your notifications on our channel to get these updates. Continue to watch BP Earthwatch and definitely pay close attention to Dutch Sense on his YouTube channel. These gentlemen are professionals at what they do, and I've learned a lot from them over the years. So you will definitely have great information coming your way. You don't need mainstream media because obviously they're not telling you anything about what's going on. So please stay tuned, and we will be back with another update in about 4 hours unless we have an emergency situation. So thank you for watching the Nibiru channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is December 19th, 2016. And before we start getting into our cosmic wave and coronal update, I want to apologize for our video that we had about the moon earlier. Apparently, we had a gentleman in the comment section of this video crying like a little bitch baby, claiming that the photographs that were in our video belonged to him and they were digitally imprinted. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here are the photographs, and I'm going to show you right over here so Mr. Little Bitch Baby doesn't cry anymore. These photographs absolutely have no type of digital imprint in them. So we will just continue to let him cry about, I don't know, whatever he wants to cry about. Here's another one of his photographs. As you can clearly see, there is no type of digital imprint. These photographs were sent in by one of our team members, and